to the HobbyKing Live weekly updates. You see behind me a fake P40, but if I come over here, you'll see a real P40 behind me. This is because we're at the Hong Kong War History Association's Expo at Kowloon Bay in Hong Kong. If you happen to be in Hong Kong right up until the 30th of November, do come down and check out the expo. Not only do you get to see a real P40, but we've got our Durafly models on display in some of the booths as well, and we'll show you some of that in a little while. This is, of course, the weekly update. We know that you guys are very pleased to have the updates back. We're pleased to bring them back to you. With that in mind, we've got the new items page. Keep an eye on that, and if you see something on there you'd like to see more of, remember, do let us know and we'll endeavor to get it to you. Mostly in this update, you'll see the guys over in the F3 Expo, and we'll pass over to them in just a second. Big multi-rotor expo and convention out in Atlanta, Georgia in America. James and the guys, I'll hand over to you now. You can take it away with the rest of this weekly update.
Is a tiny gap.
It's a tiny moving gap.
Tiny moving gap. This is a weekly update. What's going on, guys? It is Monday.
We're still in New York.
Still in New York. Alex is practicing for the drone racing. We've got a couple quads here. We have the new RJX that Max is putting together.
Don't look.
It didn't crash. It didn't crash.
Not at all.
And we have the new Outlaw as well that Alex is going to be taking to Atlanta and entering into the drone race, trying to get some footage for some product profiles. So we'll see you in a bit.
What's next?
Hi guys, weekly update time. You just heard from Stuart over in Hong Kong, and we have just arrived at the Atlanta Georgia Dome and the Congress Center, which is right in front of us. We still have no idea what to expect. We've been talking to David French from Fat Shark, and he's here setting up somewhere. So we're gonna go take a trip, see who we find, see what we find, and have a good time. Wow. Really amazing.
This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. This is amazing.
You're right on it.
Hey Danny, I told you, we're not alcoholics.
So guys, we're here in the Georgia Dome. They're practicing for the Thunder Drone. For those who don't know, it is basically an endurance race, sort of like a NASCAR race. They're going around the lower level of the track here, and we're here at Detroit Multi-Rotor. A lot of our friends from the Canadian Drone Nationals, we met them there. Right. And they built some quads for this specific, and immediately we saw zippy 5000 4S packs. Look at that. On a 250, the 250 size?
It's about a 300.
300, sorry, 300
Well,
size.
it's really a 200 with 300 arms on it.
All right, explain that a little more to the camera. What do we got here?
It's a Detroit multi-rotor new design that's going to take arms whatever length you want. We can swing an 8-inch prop or a 7-inch prop, but when you get into endurance racing, you want to have a little more efficiency, so bigger prop helps. But this frame runs with 4-inch, whatever you want. Extremely lightweight, made for all-out racing, period. Custom, period.
I love clean builds. I think everybody loves clean builds, and these are phenomenal. I can't wait to see how you guys do.
Thanks.
A neat little thing, actually, real quick. They put this little patch on the battery, when it's charged, when you know it's not charged, rather than making a pile and accidentally throwing in the wrong battery, you just let yourself know if it's charged or not. Now you just yell at the guy who doesn't flip it. There you go. Discharged battery.
James is rocking the Nova.
Rocking the Nova.
Trying to follow these
satellites.
guys. Full satellites in the Georgia Dome. Better cell reception.
Beating the DJIs all day.
Yeah, so we're looking at the Thunder drone right now. They're racing around in circles. It's like NASCAR for drones. It's thrilling.
Without the beer.
and the boobies. So guys, that wraps it up for this week's weekly update. They just finished Thunder Drone 500. It was really 100 laps, but it was actually really cool. We had our doubts about it. We were gonna try to enter it, but we just weren't prepared for something like that. The 5 teams that ended up in the finals, you got to see a little bit of that. I think Team Ready Made won $5,000. So good for them. It was a pretty cool event. And we are gearing up now for the Masters of Freestyle. So I don't know who made the finals, but they were practicing all day. That's where we were here filming. You're gonna see that on a full recap video of the entire F3 Expo, because we still have 2 more days to go. But also, we hope this Masters of Freestyle event is really cool, because we want to give you a video just on that. These guys earlier today were doing stuff that it's just out of your mind to see it, and with the venue and everything, it's absolutely fantastic. The signals actually were a problem, but it seemed to be fine in here today. Last night, we did not think this was even gonna happen, so we're excited for the rest of the weekend. We look forward to seeing you next week for another weekly update, and we'll see you soon.